Senator McCaskill, thank you for that. We're going to be joined now by Democratic Senator Amy Klobuchar of Minnesota. She's a member of the Senate Judiciary Committee. Senator, what is the situation in the Senate tonight? How long do you expect this to go?
We just had the vote, as I'm sure you reported, with 93 senators, bunch of senators actually switching their votes who originally were going to refuse to respect the results of the election in Arizona. So 93 senators basically stood up for the fact that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris won Arizona. And what I believe will happen next, I'm one of the people that, because of my position as the leader of the Rules Committee, that will be reporting on the next states. We're simply going back to the House chamber, and we will start at about midnight and start going alphabetically through the state. We stopped there in Arizona, and so now we go forward. And we don't know if they're going to be objecting to more. The House may, but I'm not certain when the senators will join in. As you know, the ones they've focused on in the past are Michigan and Wisconsin and Pennsylvania. And so we will soon see Nevada. What's going to happen. There's a lot of discussions. I've been involved in them. If we could at least limit this. We've had the arguments. There is no reason to object to the other states. 93 senators reinforced strongly the victory for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. And this is nothing but the egos of two senators who want to run for president, Josh Hawley and Ted Cruz, instigated, of course, as Claire just reported, by Donald Trump and his henchmen, that they go forward. So let's see if Hawley continues his objection to Pennsylvania. Then we would have to go back to the Senate and vote again.
Senator, you were one of the people who had temporary custody of those electoral votes as they were being presented to the joint session in the House today. Where were you when you were warned that there was an invasion and that you had to take cover? And what happened to the custody of the electoral votes during the invasion?
That's a great question, Lawrence. I was in the chamber. I had just spoken. I led the debate along with Senator Schumer, and I took on Senator Cruz, and then there were a few other speakers, and then we were told that there had been a breach of security. One of the most amazing things that a staff member did was grab the boxes of the ballots. If those ballots, well, we didn't know the Senate chamber was going to be breached. If the ballots had been left in the chamber, there's absolutely no doubt, because they would have known what was in them, that they may have destroyed the official records of the electoral votes. Now, would there have been a way around it? I suppose. But we want to finish our work tonight. We cannot let this mob, this insurrection, bring down the work of the Congress and bring down the coming inauguration of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris on January 20th.
What is your sense about what's happened on the Republican side of the Senate tonight, that the support for these objections was cut in half from about 13 down to about 6 on that first vote? And those 6 knew that they were on the losing side of the vote. So it was, in that sense, an easy vote for them to cast. It wasn't any kind of a vote that in any way needed to be connected to reality. It was, in that sense, kind of a free vote for them. What do you think something larger has changed on the Republican side tonight?
Well, Mitch McConnell said it was the most important vote of his 36-year career. And he said this on a day when he lost the U.S. Senate. So I think there was a lot of emotion of the people who were in the coup fighter groups, I called ourselves, to begin with. But we were suddenly joined by people who had originally said they were going to join Cruz and Hawley, including in writing, and change their votes, because I think it finally struck them that they were literally on the side of a coup. For the other ones that remained, history will judge them. And I'm telling you, it will not judge them fondly.
Senator, we should be tonight talking about this historic victory in Georgia last night for the Democratic Senate candidates.
Yes,
what is that going to mean in our final minute? What is that going to mean for the United States Senate once they're sworn in?
It's going to mean everything, because with Kamala Harris able to cast the deciding vote, it means that I will be the chairperson of the Rules Committee. It means that we will be able to get the pandemic relief done, that we finally want to get done, the individual checks to the American people, more money for vaccine distribution and the development of the vaccines, helping people who literally are struggling because they have no job or their kids aren't going to school. I think it means everything. We've had enough of the gridlock. America has had enough of what Joe calls this grim era of demonization, and taking back the U.S. Senate, which no one thought was possible. We went from that moment of joy last night, at least I did, to the horror of today. But it doesn't take away the fact that there's a new dawn, and that's going to begin when these